Florida, the 1 seed in the West. And the Gators control the tip.
Got to block out against the size and strength of the Gator bigs.
Martin, they double team him. The transfer from Florida Atlantic. Unlimited range for Walter Clayton Jr.
Just long enough for you?
When in doubt, no one's open. Just shoot it. They don't shoot a lot of three-pointers, the Spartans. They like to get into the paint and right away, getting downhill, having success.
Double team, so go upstairs and make it easy for Alex Condon, who gets the deuce. There were 2 defenders in the area. Martin, he gets into the tip of the defense, switches hands, no. Chinyelu floats it in.
So good, so big and strong.
Swing, shot clock down to 4. Clayton hits it, and 1. Chance at a 4-point play.
That was not a jump shot. That was a throw shot.
But he glanced at the rim, glanced to see the shot clock and recognized that it was low and just said, you know what? You just raise up, and the hand got caught. And middle's wide open.
And that's the spot. A little high-low game.
Clayton, pull up, ridiculous.
Wow, not much room. Just a little bump sets him up. Boy, he's quick to off his feet as well.
Talented guard from Slovenia.
Nice hands.
The takeaway by Aberdeen. Clayton up top. How did the catch? A lay-in plus the foul. Everything is clicking right now for the Gators.
How about the coordination to catch that and make the adjustment at the rim? But the find was beautiful.
Well, I thought Clayton was shooting it. And there's a lot of energy on this Florida team. You got guys that are capable and guys that can make passes.
Wow. Nice pass.
It gets in there. The finish by Hanlockton.
Great looks, though.
Klapjar.
Can't keep these up.
Goes diagonal, and then Aberdeen with that lanky frame gets to the hoop. Bullet feed out for Martin.
Their passing is exceptional.
Aberdeen got him.
Aberdeen. Goodness, what a fine diagonally.
Played junior college ball at Eastern Wyoming College. Now a senior from Trenton, New Jersey. Martin, strong move, finish, and the foul.
Where they can beat you with the 3, the bounce, the post up. Dynamic, huh? How about this one out?
Catching fire. It's a 3 from Martin.
They're so deep they can. Goodness, what you going on in here? Looked good, didn't it?
Couldn't hit from the outside. Condon the offensive board. Martin to the bottom. It's a 3.
Now you mentioned so many weapons. I mean,
Clayton got off to the hot start, and now others are chipping in the scoring column. Bullet feed. Hanlockton catches it. Hanlockton, physical move for 2.
And how about the hands there from Hanlockton?
Dad played for Utah, got traded to the Nets, and never played a game. Ben Hanlockton. Very
look at this kick.
Successful career overseas. Flipping ahead. Martin is there. You can't do it any better than that for Florida. #1 in the country in offensive efficiency, according to Ken Palm. Clayton drains the 3.
Drop defense. You can get a little jumper. A little hold, I thought.
And Moore lost it. Get it ahead. Give it up. Unselfish. Hauk with the throwdown. Couldn't finish it. Condon handling it.
Look at the big fella.
Clayton.
Look at him run.
Return feed. Condon pivots. Missed it. Popped up in the air and good for Hauk. 6 points off the bench. Easy answer and 1 for Condon per game for Chris Fields Jr. Condon. Straight away Trey.
Great rotation.
Book it.
Good. Passing big, such a luxury. Look at that.
Clayton making his move to the rim, fed perfectly. Contact. Myers goes down. Richards swing. They let Condon take it, and he banks it in. A triple off the glass.
Give it up. Pretty.
Moore ahead. Ings elevates. He's met there by Condon. He got blocked by the Aussie. But a foul is called after the initial action. Here tonight in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
2 more years, too.
Did I mention he played cricket?
Yep, I think we got that one in there. Another offensive board. Ooh. That's a grown man's jam.
You called it right now. Beautiful drive right there.
This kid's strong. Nice help.
The block by Hauk on Fields.
Give it up.
Aberdeen to Hauk, flying through the air. The layup for Hanlongton.
Great presence of mind.
How all the players have gone elsewhere and have been very successful.
Yes, great point.
And the coach as well.
Jumper goes for Richard. A straight shoot it particularly well when they do take them. Deep one, Klebjar. Offensive rebound.
Nice
Hanlongton
kick.
attacking the rim. It's Thomas Hauk. First step complete for the Florida Gators. The #1 seed in the West region. And here we go from Raleigh. Florida controls the tip in the 1-8 matchup.
Florida known for that continuous ball screen action. Multiple bigs out there. Great versatility.
Look at that screen from the low post.
Martin takes it to the cup hard.
Tough match here.
Just has a smooth way about him. His movements, the miss, the follow goes. Chingaloo.
He carves out area.
Doesn't really have anybody that can get into the paint.
That
The exception of maybe Reed in the post.
Yeah, exactly.
Ball gets deflected,
Good play
turnover.
here.
Aberdeen bounces. Martin denied at the rim, but he sticks with the play for 2. Dan Hurley has sent Aiden Mahaney into the game. Todd Golden has countered with Urban Klebjar. Martin's jumper, it's pure.
And a little confusion. 2-on-1. That
To be disciplined defensively.
First
Nice
lead
pass.
on an 8-1 run. Layup doesn't go for Hauk. UConn #1 blocking team in the college hoops. They are 3 of 14 from three-point line.
Nice
The catch and a layup for Hauk.
Perhaps the first time we've seen that tonight.
Martin moving without the ball. They hand it to him with 15 to shoot. Clayton. And that jumper is all nylon.
great getting available.
It's our first tie of the day. Clayton, his jumper. He's got it. A 3.
Loaded with talent right there.
He is unbelievable. Pretty good balance. Thought they had a run out, Florida.
Richards 3. Bottom.
A nice dribble handoff.
Solo ball puts UConn in front 43 to 39. The assist to Caravan. Back in by Condon. Hand it. Richard gets inside for 2.
And nice dribble handoff in the post. You don't see that often.
Gators look discombobulated in the first half, thrown off their equilibrium, trying to regain it here. 6 to shoot.
I would work on Reed. Get it inside to him.
The pull-up. Aberdeen.
High-low action.
The Horns look into this action.
Caravan fighting good inside.
Clayton. He buries it.
He doesn't go away, this kid.
Plays for PJ's team, too.
A very thin dossier for PJ.
3 plays.
Martin knocked out of his hands. Richard lines it up. On target. String music on a 3. Hauk controls. Now it's Richard.
Don't let Clayton get it back.
Clayton the drive. Clayton the fade. Yes, sir.
Goodness. He gives it up.
Florida with a chance to tie or take the lead.
They got a mismatch either way.
Clayton. Nylon.
Oh, this kid.
No field goals over 4 minutes of game action.
Nice
the knock away by Richard. And he darts out for the jam. 64 to 61.
Right here, just great reach around. Deflection, outlet pass.
Same play.
Dribble handoff.
Yep, same play. And then the roll. Nice help by McNeely.
Clayton. Got him. A downtown hit.
A lot of sushi for him.
Oh, sushi with some camera.
It appears thus far that Florida has done that.
Mr. Boat.
Again, they don't come up with it.
And gets in for the big finish.
Elijah Martin had 14 in the first half. Finally got 2 in the second.
Over. Florida survives. They're going to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2017.
Oh, the Gators with a conference record of 14-4. It's Richard stepping back by Miguel. Now the shot clock is down to 6. Here goes Clayton with a long shot from outside. He hit that from college.
Inside reminds me of Isaiah Hartenstein of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and then we see the same thing at the other.
You're grabbing the guy's jersey beyond the three-point line. You can't have Queen pick up a foul like that.
No, not at all.
Hamlockton is in. Here is Aberdeen. Geronimo is checked in for the Terps, and on the doorstep, a runner. Hauk has got it. It's out to Clayton with the fadeaway. Knocks it down. What a three-point stroke he's got in a quick 6 points. Martin making a move outside. Hauk. A three. Puts it down.
Queen's already got that one foul.
Hauk the screen. Richard the three.
Well, they've only gotten up 9 shots. Florida's gotten 16 shots. There's no way you win a game with that kind of differential.
Chinyelu inside with a nice spinner. The former Washington. The Terrapins are making it now. 3/4 court pressure. It's a long shot. It's a three, and it's off. Martin can't hit. Hauk retrieves. Out to Clayton with the fake. The drive. The spin. The scoop. The score! It's on Chinyelu. What a play by the All-America.
And then at some point in the possession, they match up and go man-to-man.
Alex Condon still out with an ankle. This is a three. Bullseye! Will Richard knocks it in. Here we go. Florida with full court pressure. And you can feel the momentum switching here. Florida needs points. Richard across the lane, leans in and sticks it. The 4-seed Terrapins, their highest seed since 2015. 10 years ago, 3. Gillespie, no. Another rebound lassoed by Chinyelu. He's got 4. At the other end, the quick striking Richard.
Developmental story of the Sweet 16. We've got Will Richard.
Oh, what a shot!
Martin knocks down a 3, but for Belmont.
Well-coached Bruins team. Gillespie lost the handle. Turnover, Martin got it. Clayton 2-on-1. Richard will dive and get it inside. Maryland had 6 turnovers in the first 9 minutes of the first half and trailed by 11. 1 turnover in the last 11, but they get one right there in the first minute of the second. That's a 3, and it's down the hatch. Elijah. Martin tries to go. No, spoon feeds. Chinyelu inside. Beautiful pass. The lead is 8.
And it's just great passing on the inside, and Chinyelu.
Without Condon, who twisted an ankle in the first half, they go inside with a fake and a finish. Chinyelu puts in his 8th. Rebound, the hustling Hauk. Out to Clayton. Martin free to fire the 3.
Country of only 7 million people, and they turn out the best player in the world and several other great ones.
Aberdeen 3. Denzel Aberdeen puts it down. Back out. Shot clock at 6. Richard got the screen. Underneath, Condon lost it off his foot. On the floor, throws it up. Hamlockton tried to put it up. And it went down. It went down. It'll count. Whoa! The winner to the Elite 8. Look at the hustle. The madness of March. And Aberdeen is in. Making a move. The zig, the zag. He fires and hits the 15-footer.
Well, that's what you do against that drop defense. Nothing else matters if we're not going to rebound. Florida has more offensive rebounds than Maryland has defensive rebounds.
What a play by Elijah Martin. He played at Florida Atlantic. And he played in a Final Four. And he comes. It's Jacoby Gillespie. Miguel way outside. Fake. Drives. Oh, knocked away. Parachuting in. Condon swats it. The other way, Richard. In the side now, it goes to Aberdeen. 7.5 to go. Defending Gillespie. Squeezes the trigger and puts it in. One of the best in the country. With defense right here by Condon. Erasing the shot. Martin. Aberdeen cross the inside Hauk. What a pass.
Eliminate the dribble penetration.
Florida in the second half shooting 52%. Aberdeen 3. Bullseye.
Boy, has he had a good game off the bench.
He has. 4.5 to go. Hauk is picked up by Rice. It's a long 3. Good. Richard frames it. He's got 15 and 3 in this Sweet 16 game. Hitting threes, cleaning the Clayton, the All-America, a 3. Rebound, Hauk, look at him aggressively attack the board. Richard will drive into a thicket of defenders and hand off to Condon. Gillespie can't hit the long three. Aberdeen. Richard, the cutting Hauk. That's it. Florida is running away.
I'll tell you what, though, guys, and we knew this coming in. Florida can win the national championship.
Oh, there's no question.
And they put it in. Bennett Anderson. The top seed Gators are going to move on and play in the Elite Eight as they beat the Maryland Terrapins in the Sweet 16. Steven Anderson combined 38 NCAA tournaments, 11 regional finals, and 3 Final Fours. And here we go. And the Red Raiders will begin at first.
Went 8 for 19. That's right, 19 from 3, and had not made a 3 in the last 2 games.
Condon with the 3, and it will trickle in for the Gators.
This is how they stayed in the game, not shooting it well the other night, and this is how they've gotten off to a great start today. Attack the glass.
Condon inside. He will spoon feed Ruben Chenyelu. Had 20 points the other night with 9 rebounds and 5 blocks. Wheeling inside with a dive. What a play by Elijah Marks' Tech. And a 1-point game for the right to go to the Final Four.
As was Denzel Aberdeen, who's in the game.
Clayton with the 3. Hauk has got the big-time rebound. Outside Aberdeen, 3.
Well, and Hauk had 5 offensive rebounds, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists between them to beat Maryland.
Hanlogden has come in. Richard is down low. Hauk on top for 3. It's the first lead for the Florida Gators. Cross court, McMillan, the number 1 3-point shooter in the conference in the Big 12. Inside, knocked away, great defense by Richard. Clayton is out, Martin back in, and the Gators will inbound with Aberdeen. Richard cutting, and that will go through over Overton.
Federico, if he can't dunk that ball in the lob, he's gonna have a hard time scoring against those big guys.
Condon backing in, swerves in for 2.
That's a heck of a move right there. 4 offensive rebounds than Florida, 6-4.
Hauk is a sophomore out of Pennsylvania with a 3.
His left foot with the right hand, excellent move. That kid's going to be a big-time offensive player.
Clayton will get it. He has not scored yet until right there.
Matt Brower made yesterday, the defensive guy for Texas Tech, and I thought he was very clear on it.
With a steal and the galloping Hauk. 10.
Junior, who actually tips the ball away, and Hauk with great quickness finds the ball, and then there's just nothing Anderson can.
Well, Williams wants to get to the left shoulder, his right hand. Hauk will take away your stroke.
He snuck through and found 2.
To that right hand, which Hauk was not letting him do. That's a big difference.
Clayton hard to the hole.
All 45 minutes the other night against Arkansas, the last 20 of them with 4 fouls.
Hauk went right into Williams. And Hawkins. He'll fake, he'll drive, he'll slide, he'll lose it. Nice defense by the Gators. Aberdeen the other way. Saved by Texas Tech. Hawkins has it, Toppin is there. Another one missing at the doorstep. It's picked up by Martin, coming in hot and high.
Well, Florida really can get out and go, and the ball's tipped, and it's a favorable tip.
Condon. Richard cross court. Martin will slash and drive and knife and get it.
Wow, this guy's been outstanding. Saw this the other night with Toppin. He struggled all night. Then in overtime, he was great.
Gliding in for 2. Pretty play, Richard.
You cannot relax.
11 rebounds now on the day with him.
It's Toppin for 3. Rebound chased. Hauk has it. Clayton on the move. They've spaced the floor. He'll put up a 3.
Well, Dan, you said it in the open. Well, here they go. They're going to isolate Darian Williams again. Do you want to double? You don't. Hauk took away the left shoulder. Great defense.
Clayton has it. Wants the 3. Can't fake out the defense of Anderson. Now he'll drive and dive and get it to go. Leaping rebound. Parachutes in to get it. He's got 10 boards. Clayton again doubled. Williams there. Back to Hauk. Tees up a 3. Good!
This guy's been incredible. Toppin's got to get up. You can't let Clayton rise for 3. on that pick and roll.
Houck. Houck. Clayton. Screen. Defense Williams. Clayton to try to tie.
No, I pretty much knew what was coming.
Inside Clayton. The Gators have recaptured the lead.
Well, they stopped Clayton in the paint on the cut.
And he just dribbles it out.
He dribbles it out, and they were late getting to him.
Williams intercepted. The Gators are going to the Final Four.
Ayers Jr., his 7th Final Four. Tony Padilla, his 4th Final Four. Courtney Green, his 2nd Final Four. We're underway in San Antonio.
All right, Eagle Grant. They're going to feel it out a little bit. Maybe stunt, maybe double.
That jumper is pure for Walter Clayton Jr. Early sweetness.
Boy, they do a nice job.
0.9 rebounds and just over 2 blocks per game. Martin started in the Final Four for Florida Atlantic, and he connects from the outside.
And that continuous ball screen motion action there, but Martin.
Nice denied by Kelly.
Condon spins it the other way for Chinyelu. Turn and deuce.
And the bigs they have, the depth at the big position.
In that first meeting.
Nice string out by Broom.
Clayton, bottom.
Tough. He's amazing. He can drag two and elevate.
Houck could not hit Richard on the ball reversal, so it's Aberdeen once again.
He can make some threes.
Houck, stroll to the rim.
How about that again? That open middle without Broom.
Richard trying to get involved here. Condon fakes on the handoff. Fakes it second time. Hits Martin, who gets inside for 2. And there was contact.
And Raph right there. What a beautiful move. A strong drive by Martin. But Condon set that up. To have bigs that can pass right there. The patience, using himself, his body. And right now, things flowing here for Auburn.
Aberdeen. The fade. Really impressive.
Sure, he's a confident kid. Mentioned he can make some threes, too.
Clayton out for the last 3-4 minutes. So smart Golden getting him back in the game.
Broom, strong. Gets inside, but Florida was ready for him. Hanlongton clears. And rebounded by Richard. 4-point game. 6 minutes to go.
Early.
Clayton gliding to the rim.
And a nice screen to set him free, too. Little brush. Look at this defense, too.
Houck just missed one from there. This time he nails it.
Love the confidence, though. Unabashed about the earlier miss.
We're limited to just 3 in the first half tonight.
Fake handoff.
Condon, feed it. Chinyelu
Steps.
in a crowd, and he puts it in.
They got away with it.
Clayton trying to push it inside.
Nice find.
Houck sets the feet. Short on the J. What a grab there by Richard. And he spins in for 2 and the foul.
Tell you what a find on the kickback. Soft enough shot to be run down, but really an aggressive offensive
team that averages 85.4 points per game. They're number 2 rated offense in the country.
Nice rebound. He gets about 4 a game, but he elevates, doesn't he, with some strength.
Off the Jones miss. Clayton, take over time. Yes, sir.
Well, what body control. I think they must be afraid of a kick out open 3.
I agree.
Get it ahead. Martin, step back 3. He's got it.
Woo! And Raph, this pace right now.
SEC versus SEC.
Decision.
Clayton turns the corner. Clayton, smooth operator.
How about he used the left 2-bird to ward off the defender?
But on the other end, just the hesitation. You have to respect the 3-point shoot.
Aberdeen against the big Johnson. Clayton, head and shoulder fake, step back. Oh, that's nice.
Oversized as well.
Clayton has scored the last 7 points for Florida. He cuts the Auburn lead to 1. Baker Mazzara back in, give it up. Caldwell could not put it down.
Great challenge.
That's without fouling right there.
Condon got a piece.
Yeah.
Got a piece.
To the little dumper spot. I still would. They got to do something different against Broom in that box area.
Broom couldn't catch it.
Look at this
the hustle by Martin. Takes it in. On the rocket attack. Elijah Martin.
Just a bad pass. Couldn't catch it. And you're right. I thought he was going to grab him there.
But 14th lead change.
Again,
Houck, hard drive, and he slips inside for the deuce.
again, the face guarding of Mazzaro and a quick timeout. Florida heating up a little bit, guys.
The Gators go up by 1. Both vehemently disagreed with a call against him.
Nice
Knocked
pass.
away by Chinyelu. Pettiford never got the shot off. Martin. Martin with a signature slam.
Sent it in, big fella. What a challenge at the ready.
And Martin, unafraid. Hawk's not even looking to shoot it.
No. And he can make shots. There you go.
Clayton lines it up. Downtown hit.
Just a dribble handoff. Bring anybody up. Let him just go.
Got to double team him.
Clayton. Drive it.
Split.
And score it.
You can't leave him on an island out there against Clayton.
Test up some shots.
10 to shoot. Clayton the drive. The Baker goes. And the foul.
The kid's miraculous. That is a running, tough kiss delivery in traffic. Nice seal by
Houck. Grips it
What
up.
is that?
Gets it to go. And the harm.
What a seal to get the inbound pass. He wedged himself in, borrowing your term.
Thomas Houck. Pettiford pulls up. Misses on a 3-ball.
Look at the save.
Clayton saves. And it's over. A return to national prominence for the Gators. Florida will play for the national title. Florida and Houston for the championship. Final Four 25 is underway.
Right angle Grant Hill right now. The Gators go a little. Wait a minute.
Another opportunity for the Cougars. Sharp the drive, and it's blocked by Chinyelu.
They are great flicking it back out. Nice look.
And it's Condon. And the track down by Richard.
And already 5 offensive rebounds for Houston.
Here's the rim
again.
Handlongton lays it in. Condon. Rimming no.
It's a little really good rebound here.
Chinyelu trying to create some space there. Richard fires. Bullseye.
Nice find.
Well, they don't post him up often, but that was great footwork there by Francis.
Houston is 9 of 16 on 2-point tries. 0 of 7 from 3, but Richard is starting to feel ahead for Cryer.
Oh, he ran over him.
Sharp contact. Handlongton denies him. Out of bounds off of Houston.
The way Al's still playing, he's probably got another 5 years in him.
Amazing.
Speaking of age, right? In that league, nice. They run that.
And Martin puts it.
This is where they're tough in the early.
Can Clayton get involved offensively? They double him.
Nice look.
Nice touch pass. Richards got a 3.
Extra kick out. Just now Clayton away from the ball. Got to be busy. Here they come with a little pin. First time they've done that.
Richard is spots Condon, who puts it in off the win.
For something.
Oh, nice screen.
Open look. Richard is really shooting it with confidence.
Condon just set him up. Beautiful left away.
Roberts drive. Roberts knocked out of there.
Looked like
Houston thought it was on the rim.
Yeah, it looked like a goaltending.
Get it ahead. Richard. He will fire. Connects. Ahead. Sharp. That's rejected by Clayton.
Well, Sharp isn't have much of a conscience, does he?
Roberts way outside.
He does have a counter.
The spin shot. Off balance delivery doesn't go.
Gotta come back to that left arm.
Clayton.
Nice pass.
Give it up. Condon is there. And he flushes it.
I made an interesting point at halftime. Clayton doesn't have that middle game. Nice lob here, though.
The seal and the slam for Condon.
And Condon once again getting down the floor, rim running. Great seal, great pass, and great delivery. A little life after that timeout.
Richards swing for Houck. Aberdeen on the perimeter.
Empty side. Good take advantage.
Shake and bake it. Aberdeen gets to the rim. Martin lines it up. Nylon.
Nice step back. Nice double here. You got to recover.
Gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Rejected on the perimeter by Houck. Running the floor and Houck twisting and turning for the bucket of the foul.
that sprint more involved in this game.
Well, doing it
more
with
intense. Yep, off the D.
Look at this finish there. Like he lost them.
Clayton, screen, Hauk. One-on-one with Arsenault. Clayton the drive. Clayton ducks inside. He's got the hoop of the horn.
And no ball screen.
And it pays off.
Maybe sitting on the bench there, cleared his head.
51-48. Cougars lead the Gators.
Little horn. There's that little play they like to run.
Clayton gets to the hoop and the foul.
What a great call from the bench.
9 points off the bench for Malik Wilson. He averages 5.5 per game. Aberdeen, his man was down. He takes advantage.
Same play.
The same horn said yes, but a great read there.
His dad was a shooter, we're told, too, Dart.
He was 0 of 6 before that. Hauk, spin, nice look. Condon gets it to go.
Great interior passing. How about the patience by Condon?
Out as the pass was coming to and didn't reestablish and then touched it out of bounds. Houston.
And that's a little stagger to give him a look.
Clayton,
How good is that? Boy, have they done some great things out of a timeout.
now controls it with 9.
He likes to get right in the lane.
Usan lines it up.
Nice piece.
It's Richard who does get a piece.
That blue shirt's all there. They should have grabbed it.
They didn't know. They weren't aware.
Under a minute left. Houston holding on to a 1-point lead. The block by Hauk. Cryer didn't have a chance.
Great help.
Clayton over to Martin. He drives. Martin, Baker, no. Foul call. Elijah Martin to the free throw line where he shoots it at 76%. We're all tied up. Florida has led for a grand total of 17 seconds tonight. They're up by 1. Cryer.
Nice defense.
Shot clock down to 15. Sharp using the screen. Sharp with 10.
She lost it.
Out of bounds. Turnover, Houston. Jim, we see Richard get a piece, but the ball then hits the knee of Sharp. Yeah, good hands by Rich. Houston had a wild comeback against Duke. Duke couldn't get the ball in cleanly. Florida does. They surround Hauk. Now to Clayton. Ahead. Over Aberdeen's head. He tracks it down, and then there's contact. Usan will get called for the foul with 19. Cougars completed the furious comeback. Aberdeen makes the second attempt at 65-63.
Timeout. Houston. They go 2-2, and that foul line has been a dilemma. They made the 2 big ones the other night.
National championship is in the balance. 13 seconds left. Florida leads it by 2.
Usan gonna go.
Usan, give it up. Cryer, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Sharp.
He walked. He can't touch it.
He can't. 1 second.